Hey guys, it's Hocus. Welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play series. This is episode 10, and some changes have been made in the base. You can probably immediately tell what they are from where I'm standing. That's right, we killed a few cows. We're down to 2 on each side right now, so cow supplies are getting low. No, of course, I'm messing around. We have implemented a new ceiling. And as if I really had to state I was messing around, I'm sure you guys have already got the picture here. We've added a new ceiling in. So the cow farm is pretty close to completion, actually. We just need to make one more change. And before we do that, I'm going to breed these guys up. I had to kill them because they were being a pain in the butt when I was trying to add texture to these walls here. So I ended up just leaving 2 on each side. And we're going to just try and repopulate like so. But the only missing piece now is the ceiling here, so we're probably going to start today's episode by clearing this up. And of course, if you guys find yourself enjoying today's video, then please be sure to drop a like. I would very much appreciate that. And if this is your first time on the Hocus Pocus channel, then welcome. Make sure to subscribe, as I say, if you're enjoying the content. So there were a couple of things I need to update you guys on. I need to get better at remembering to do this. So firstly, bark splitter. So we managed to get ourselves a fully upgraded or fully enchanted axe. I've added a netherite ingot to it as well, given it a name. So that guy is in the inventory. And then we've got a new sword here as well. Let's move it out of the way so you can see the enchantments. We've got looting 3, knockback 2, sharpness 4. The zombie farm's been coming in pretty clutch with the experienced enchantments. So that's pretty much it, aside from one more thing I've just remembered. So if we go into our statistics, and where are we looking? Oh, no, I've ruined it. So my damage dealt statistic was actually stood at 13337. So I was an elite gamer, boys. I was an elite gamer, but not anymore. I was hoping to show that off, and I was going to end the series as well, because how could we carry on if we're an elite gamer? How could we simply carry on? Oh, man, I can't believe I ruined it. Oh, well, things happen. So design-wise, we're going to do something very simple here. So first of all, we're just going to add another spruce wood trim around the top. Next up, we're going to just slab the inside. So very simple design, very simple design, but following texture themes that we've got across the cow farm already. So it's not as if it's going to be out of place at all. Torch is out and it's now looking pretty gloomy. So I'm thinking a good remedy for gloom is a nice lantern. So we'll have one there, and then unfortunately this gap here is 10 wide, so there isn't a center point. So maybe we'll do something like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go like the 5th block in from each side. So we'll have a lantern there, of course. And then one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Well done, Hocus. You proved that you can count. Okay, same on the other side. Oh, perhaps not the same on the other side. So I want to try something a little bit different. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then instead of doing what we did on the other side, we'll add a chain and then the lantern. Oh, yeah, that's better. I like that. I do like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stony brick, chain, lantern. Right, let's just get a view from the outside so that we can be sure that I definitely do prefer that technique to the other. Ooh, hold up. Do I like the chains? They looked good in there, but from here, I think the stone brick looks good as well. You know what? We're going to go with the chains. It's a new block. Let's use it. And if you guys disagree with me, then of course, you know what to do. The comment section is down below. I'm not going to listen, but you can complain. I'm just kidding, guys. Of course, I'll listen if you really don't like this, but I think the chains are a pretty good fit. Oh, cows, don't run away, please. Oh, dangerous game, and we're good. Lantern is in place. Awesome. Okay then, guys, be prepared to say goodbye to the cow farm for today, because this is the last little snippet. So quality of life improvements here. I've decided that I think the best thing to do would be to actually fill the entire hopper up with cobblestone. So 1 stack was giving us about 25 seconds of runtime, so 5 stacks would give us about 125 seconds, which is 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And the reason why I say this is because whenever we breed the cows, so let's just make sure we get the right amount in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we did it right on both sides. I'll double check at the end. But what I was saying was that whenever we breed the cows, the babies, of course, hang around their mother. So occasionally what they'll do is the trapdoor will go down, as you can see it is right now. And they'll hang around this side of the trapdoor. Let me just break a wall over here so I can explain properly. They'll hang around on this side of the trapdoor because that's where the, I guess, where they're kind of drawn towards with the adult cows. And 25 seconds sometimes isn't long enough for them to fall down. As I say, it takes, I think, 1 full Minecraft day, so 20 minutes for a cow to grow up. So if we give them 1 minute and 5 seconds rather than 25 seconds to drop down, or 2 minutes and 5 seconds, I should say, rather than 25 seconds to drop down, then it should just help to increase the flow of baby cows that actually drop down into the killing chamber and don't get stuck up here. Because realistically, we probably do want to control the number of cows that we've got in the breeding cells just so they don't get overpopulated. And extending the time period will allow us to do that. So one more thing you may have already noticed is right here. Another quality of life improvement. So whenever we're going into the farm now, we can stand on the pressure plate. That opens up a little trapdoor. There's a chest. There's some wheat inside of the chest. And then we can come on in and breed up the cows. And let's see if I can get this to happen. Nope. He fell through right away. Try on the other side. So I'll try to keep the wheat evenly split. We are basically running on nothing at the moment, so it would be a good idea to probably set up a farm sooner or later. All right, let's see what happens when you guys breed. I bet this one drops as well, right? Yep, there you go. All right, so we're not going to be able to see what I'm talking about right now, but trust me, guys, it does happen, especially when there are a bunch of cows in the cells. And another thing that I didn't realize about this farm until I started killing the cows down here is that the drop from these trapdoors to the ground below actually makes them a one-hit kill. So it allows us to farm the cows much easier than it would be if they were at full health, which I think takes 2 swipes of the diamond sword. All right then, guys. So for the bulk of today's video, we're going to be working again on the zombie farm. So I want to implement some features here, as well as tidy up the room, add some design work in, and just generally try and complete this farm, or get it close to completion anyway. So between episodes, we've changed a few things. Now the zombies drop in and are actually able to spread across 3 blocks. So the reason why I did this was because I mentioned in the last episode... Give me a moment, guys. Give me a moment. I don't know how loud this is going to be for you either, so let's actually put these right down to about 2%. So in the last episode, I mentioned that there's that mob cap. So if I think it's around 24 mobs fall into the same one block space, they will begin to take damage, and that kind of ruins the way that the farm works. So allowing them to spread across 3 blocks limits the chance of that happening, which is why I made the change. So now we can go ahead, hit the button, and that will promptly damage the zombies enough for us to take them out in a single hit. Alright, so then we can go through and swipe at their feet, and they all go down fairly easily, aside from the guys that maybe made it in after the mechanism had fired off. And then everything just gathers up in the single hopper in the center there. And we've been storing all of our loot in this chest right here. So yeah, I think this is a good change. It's certainly better than what we did have, and allows us to AFK for a longer period of time, which means that we can build up more zombies and therefore more experience. I've also changed up the redstone wiring and just neatened it a little bit. So last episode, I built this block mechanism. So this is actually to shut the farm off, or at least stop zombies from falling into the killing area. I built this at the back of the water stream, and I think that was the wrong idea. So I've actually moved it right to the front now. So if we go inside of the farm and actually turn it on, you can see that it blocks those 2 blocks there rather than the back of the farm. So at the back of the farm, it was cutting the entire water supply off, and maybe some zombies were getting stuck up there. So I figured it would be better just to block it off here, and that way that we know for sure that no zombies are going to get stuck up there and potentially drop into the chamber after we've fired the damage mechanism here. So as I say, we've got a few blocks up together. I do want to try and implement some of the new nether blocks into the build. So we've got a bunch of wart, we've got some basalt, some of the crimson wood, which I really like. I'm going to definitely try to use this. I thought we had some blackstone somewhere, but maybe I left it at the base. The first feature here is going to be an enchanting setup. So we're going to line this up with the center of the room, which means we're going to need a bit of space. And I've actually taken the enchanting setup that we had over at the base, because I figured that this is where our XP is coming from now, for the most part. So most of the enchanting and repairs, etc., that we're going to do are going to be over here at the zombie farm. So it's not going to be too much of a pain in the butt to have it over here. Now I'm just trying to figure out where we're going to put it. So maybe we'll give a 1 block gap between this and our enchanting setup. So our enchanting setup will be here somewhere. And I think it needs to be a 5 by 5. So let's make sure that we've got that. So that's 3, 4, 5 by 5. And there's something I want to try whilst we're building here. Don't know if this works. I could be getting trolled here. I really hope not though, because it would be cool if it does work. And then obviously I didn't bring any coal. So let's actually go ahead and do that first whilst we continue building here. And then we'll go 2 blocks down. Wait, do we need to be... Yeah, it does need to be 5 by 5. I was second guessing myself for a moment, but I think that we're right by doing this. And this enchanting setup is going to be very similar to the one that I had in my old LP world. Well, not very similar, but I'm going to be using the same style where we put it in the floor just to save space. So what we'll have is, and I didn't really have that much blackstone either, so we might have to go grab some of that if we want to use it. So we have our enchanting station in the middle of the room, and then we just surround it with bookshelves. So as you normally would, do something like that. That should allow us to get some level 30 enchantments. I don't really have any way to test it. And then right here at the front, we'll have a ladder that comes down and trapdoor at the top so that we can get inside of this thing. Now, I don't think I'm going to continue with the design work on the enchanting station just yet so that we can figure out what kind of blocks we're going to use in the room. But one thing I know for sure that I'm going to do is replace these slabs right here, or not the slabs, but the trapdoors, with iron trapdoors. Now, I think we only have the means... Oops, that's not how you do it, Hocus. Careful, concentrate. So we've got 1. I think we're going to be just short. Yeah, we're short by 1 ingot, which is kind of annoying. So we're going to have 1 there. 1 there, and then we'll have 1 more right here when we have the means to craft it. And we've got our piece of charcoal. So what I wanted to test is... Okay, so it looks like it smelts. Now I was told that 1 nether gold ore will smelt into 1 gold ingot. So if I've been breaking these for the nuggets... Oh wow. Dude, nether gold ore is kind of OP. Because you find a lot of this, right? The veins are very big, it's commonly spawned. And you can smelt it directly into a gold ingot. I was unaware of that, as I say, but now that I know about it, you bet I won't be using a fortune pick on that ore ever again. So for the design work, to get us started, I think I'm going to go with the crimson planks on the floor. I just really like the way these look, and I figure that this might be a good opportunity to use them. So I'm going to begin by just laying the planks down like so. And, you know, Mojang, you're probably not watching this video, but if someone who works there ever does... It's high time to add colored bookshelves in. Come on. We need the crimson bookshelves. We need the spruce bookshelves. We need all of the bookshelves. Look at this guy. What's he doing? But how we are going to make this slightly more interesting is we are going to randomly incorporate some of the crimson stem in. Now, I've been calling it crimson wood, but it is actually described, or the name suggested it's called crimson stem. I think I'll probably just call it crimson log, to be honest, or crimson wood, but there you go. That isn't the actual name. And then we can do something like this, and these just go in the gaps. So we need 3 more. And you guys already know we're going to be stripping these because stripped wood always looks excellent. And yeah, that's pretty cool, right? So I was figuring that we would use a glass texture over the top of the enchanting station. But now that I see the color of this wood, I don't really know what glass color would match up with it. So that could be a difficult choice. But I guess what we'll do is we'll come into the bottom here as well and make sure that we replace all of this with the crimson wood / stem. Okay, so more planks. Again, we'll just start out with the planks and then we'll switch it up randomly, or as random as we possibly can be. We'll go with 1 there, maybe 1 where we pop down, 1 there, and actually, you know what? Let's not do 1 there. Let's do maybe 1 in the corner like that, and then strip those guys. Yep, okay, I'm happy with that. That's definitely a good start. Let's keep things moving in the same direction. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that last clip can be referred to as B-roll. Yes, B-roll. I do like to put a bit of B-roll in my videos. B-roll. Oh yeah, I'm vibing with this, guys. Not gonna lie, I really like the way this is going right now. So I figured that with the blackstone on the inside, we could possibly use it for the walls also, but that allows us, with that extra color in there, to go with black glass over the top. And that looks good to me. So we've got the trapdoor in, crimson trapdoor. And again, if anyone ever from Mojang watches this, colored ladders would be a godsend right now. And then we could have those crimson ladders as well. That would look really nice. But unfortunately, today is not the day for that. Now, I had two ideas for the lapis. So I was originally going to put a chest down here, put an item frame on top, and just store it in a chest. But I think we can do a bit more of a creative. One sec. Let's just get that guy out of there so we can take him out. I'm saying that we can do a little bit more of a creative dispensary for the lapis, I think. So what we'll have is we'll have a button above this block here, I think. And then right above the enchanting setup, we'll have 3 droppers. So let's craft those up. Now, they're fairly simple. You know what? It's probably better if we just did this. Oh, let's break down the redstone first. That'll help. Okay, so 3 of these guys, 3 droppers. And they will be facing down towards us right up there. Then, as I say, we'll have a button above this block here. So let's craft that. Now, what kind of... Can we make crimson buttons? Is that a thing? Oh, it's a thing. Mojang, you're doing some things right. I'll give you that much. Okay, so we'll have a crimson button there. And then we do want to go up above this so that we can put some wiring in. Alright, so we've got the redstone. Sweet. Let's get up there. So we want... Wait, is this a... Yep, okay. Trying to line up where we need to be. We're above the trapdoors. Let's go on up. And then we should be able to find those droppers. They're right there. Easy enough. We've got 3 droppers, a button right here. So what we'll do is we'll just lay some redstone down like this. Spread it across the droppers. I think that should activate the 3 of them at once. So then, from that point, we will have... Oh, of course. No inventory space. No inventory space. Can we clear some of this up? We haven't really got that much space, do we? I was hoping to bring another shulker box over here, but I kind of forgot to do that. I'm gonna hide an ender chest in the room somewhere, so I suppose we could use that for the time being. That'll be okay. Let's just dump a bit of this stuff so that we can pick up the lapis. Then in each of the dispensers, we'll have enough lapis for 3 stacks. Oops, not the sword Hocus, the lapis. So hit the button. Out come 3 lapis, which is of course enough for a level 30 enchantment. Then we can pop in here, insert the equipment required, and make an enchantment. So I think that's nice. I think that's nicer than having a chest. It's just a little bit more exciting, right? Another redstone feature in the room as well, which is never a bad thing. Let's just refill those guys. Okay, so that's one of the main features of the room complete. There's definitely a few more I want to add though. Okay, so we're now starting to make a bit of headroom with the actual design of the room. So what I've been doing is using a 3 wide gap kind of system. So we've got 3 wide gaps all the way around. These arches will stay open. I think I'm going to have like a back room that those lead into with a few of the other features that I mentioned. Hopefully I can get those in today. We're going to have to start speeding this video up though, I think. Just because it's starting to get to a point where I don't want it to get too long, but I want to get a lot of stuff done. So I will be doing a lot of things off camera probably from this point onwards. And then within these 3 wide gaps, we've got a nice little arch, which I think the stone brick goes well because it's the same texture as the black stone, but just a slightly lighter color. So I think I'll use that for the ceiling texture. And then over here at the front of the farm, we're going to have some more of the crimson wood. I think we'll go with a pillar either side of the killing chamber. And of course that will be stripped because the stripped looks awesome. Okay, same on the left-hand side here. Now this room isn't going to be necessarily very big at all, and it doesn't need to be big either. That's the thing about these farms. You can make small rooms look better, a lot easier than big rooms, I would say. And then I think from here we'll go with blackstone in this space. So we'll just place blackstone to the tip of the room there. And then intermix the polished stuff. Usually a good technique, so I'll have one maybe there and one at the top. Oh, that's the wrong stuff. Polished. Alright, I want to get those blackstone blocks back. I don't have too many of them. I need to savor them. Okay, so we'll repeat this design on the left-hand side there. And then we'll get a button back in place, but I think we'll go with a crimson button again. Fits the theme a little bit better. So that will go there. And that still activates the killing mechanism. Very good. I think, though, before I go too far, we will just save... we'll save the planks underneath. And we'll also save this crimson stem block. We don't really need to use those under there anymore since they're covered up. Being very stingy. And then I guess we'll go with black stone across the top. Maybe a bit of glass so that we can see the zombies. But yeah, I think so far so good. And as I say, we're going to speed things up from this point onwards. So expect a lot of off-camera work. All right, guys. Cross your fingers for Mr. Villager. He is about to take the plunge of his life. Go on, over the edge. You're going to be safe, I promise. No, not the ladder. No. Okay, let's just hope he goes all the way down. I'm going to follow him just in case. All the way, villager. Yes, yes. Good, good. Good, villager. Okay, so the idea here is to get the cleric into the zombie farm. So he obviously will retain his cleric status for us, which is good. What are we going to do from here? Maybe something like this. Break the ladder so that he can climb back out. And then, whoopsie, he has to go this way. He has to go this way. And then once this guy is over at the zombie XP farm, he will be used to trade the rotten flesh with. So obviously he has this trade right here. But I'm hoping to convert him into a zombie villager and then bring him back to regular villager mode so that we can get some really cheap trades from him. And then we should be able to make some pretty nice profits from the farm. You know what, guys? I can't really remember at what stage we were at last time I had you over here in the zombie farm. I think that we've added this door since, right? So this kind of just leads out to the AFK area and just some more space that we can utilize eventually. We finally got our villager friend over here, and I'm going to do something pretty mean to him in just a minute. I'm going to feel bad, but we need to do it. So what we're planning to do is actually convert him, zombify him, and then convert him back. So we'll seal this off. We don't want any more zombies dropping in. We want to take out all of these guys bar one. Let's just make sure we do that. So I'm just going to unleash this zombie. Come on, zombie. Wait, he can't make it out of there? Oh, dear. All right. Break that one too. No, 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 no. You don't want me. You don't want me. I promise you don't want me. You want this guy. Look, 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 look. Villager, just accept your fate, please. Zombie. Is he chasing me still? No, 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 no. This is the wrong move. Wrong move, zombie. Go for the villager, please. What does the guy have to do to make him go for the villager? If I hide down here, will he do it? Look. Look, there's a fresh villager right there. Is this guy serious? I think it's happening. I think it's happening. Oh, boy. He somehow gained armor. How did he do that? Oh, no, 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 villager, villager. I'm your friend, remember? It's me. Alright, we need to take this guy out. Sweet. And then we've got our splash potion of weakness. And the apple. Alright, that should do the trick. We just have to wait now. Just wait, come on. I'll get down here. You stay up there, and you just do your thing, okay? Hey, this doubles as quite a good hiding space, doesn't it? Good choice, Hocus. Good build. Yes, we've got him. And we also got the zombie doctor advancement. Okay, weaken and then cure a zombie villager. We got this one earlier as well, the hot tourist destinations. I just flew across from the portal into the... What is it called? Is it the soul sand something or other? Soul sand, I don't know. But that was our final biome that we need to explore. Anyway, that is aside from the main point, which is that he now will give us 1 emerald per 26 rotten flesh, and I think that's a permanent change as well, or at least that's what I am led to believe. So now that we've got all of this sorted out, did I break the glass with my fortune pick instead of my silk touch pick? Oh, you're kidding me. I used the rest of my glass over here, look, to make the floor for his little hovel. No, why do I do things like that? Yeah, I think I definitely did do that. Oh well, we're gonna have to figure that out at some point. I've got myself an ink sac. I was gonna use that to dye the bed just to fit the theme. Nope. No. How do I get out of bed? Escape? There we go. I never usually exit the bed once a minute, so it's been a while since I've done that. We're gonna convert to a black bed. And our guy hopefully will get in there at some point, and we can then block him in using this brewing stand, which of course will allow him to restock his trades. But we'll also be allowed, of course we'll be allowed, Hocus, this is our world. But we'll also be able to use that to craft potions of healing, which we can use to kill the guys if we ever do decide to do things that way. So we are just about to finish up the video here, but before we do, let's take a quick look at what we've achieved here today. So on this side, I've now changed everything a little bit. We've got all of the ingredients required to make the splash potions of healing, although I haven't really stocked the chests yet, just because we're kind of poor when it comes to bottles and gunpowder. We've got a bit of nether wart here, and if we come into the back room, the kind of I don't know, maintenance closet, we've got a little farm back here as well, so that should suit us for now. And then in the glistening melon, we've got some slices up there, and then the required ingredients to make them. So on the far side here, we're going to be putting down... Wait a second. I was going to go with planks on the floor here, but I actually think it'll look better the old way. And I did switch the door as well. I actually think it looks better with the blackstone bricks underneath. So we're going to go back to that first of all. Seal that back up. And then over here, we'll have ourselves a grindstone and an anvil. So two pieces of equipment that'll be useful in the area. And then we'll grab ourselves a couple of slabs. There they are. They can go like so, just for a bit of extra detail. And yeah, that's pretty good, because what we can do now is, for a way to gain a little bit more XP, any items that we drop from the farm, any items that get dropped from the farm that are enchanted, we can take them to the grindstone, disenchant them, and that will give us a few extra orbs. And then of course we can use the anvil if required, but for now these can go back in here. Let's take one final look at everything we've done today. So of course we got the lever that shuts the farm on and off. We've got the killing mechanism that will damage the zombies. We've got ourselves a villager who we cured, so his prices are right down, which is nice. We can trade rotten flesh with him whenever we like to. We've got all of the ingredients required to use this guy here to craft some splash potions of healing. That will help us to kill the zombies if we want to use that method instead. And then finally, on the far side, we've got ourselves a grindstone and an anvil. And this space here in the middle, I'm saving for a future episode. So I want to put our storage system for this place back here. So we'll probably have one big silo for the flesh, and then another assorted storage system to the other side of it that will just keep tabs on all the armor and weapons that drop from the farm. So yeah, all in all, I think this is pretty awesome. I like it. So you guys let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Let's wrap this episode up. All right then, guys, welcome back to episode 10 for the last time. I do hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I know I always say this, but it does ring true every single time. This one was great fun. This room looks awesome. I love the new blocks, the new nether blocks that we've used here. They look pretty good together. Good combination in my opinion. But of course, as always, you guys let me know what you think. We can make changes, because there is still something that looks kind of off to me in this room. But we certainly will figure it out with time. Or maybe not. We might grow to like it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this one, please be sure to drop a like down below. That'd be much appreciated. If this is your first time on the Hocus Pocus channel, then consider subscribing. I would love you to hang around, stay tuned to this series and any other videos that I decide to post. And finally, any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback, put those down in the comment section below. I'll be sure to get back to you on those. All right, guys, have a great day. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.